Now we are live on Facebook, and hello everybody, Erev Tov, good evening from Shoshana and also Marlene. Merlin or Marlene?
In Spanish it's Marlene, pero okay, but Marlene it's in English, okay?
Okay, so we are with Marlene Pasini from Mexico. And I will say that the interview is going to be in English, and I will speak part-time in Hebrew, and I will translate your poems. We'll talk about the Corona times, what is going here, and also we hear what you have to say about the situation around here and over there. And first of all, Marlene, can you say something about the situation about Corona in Mexico now? Because you are from Mexico.
Okay, the first, Shalom, Habayim, Erev Tov, Shoshana, Manishma. Good afternoon, my friends, all the friends in the world. Okay, thank you so much for this interview, Shoshana. The first, I want to congratulate for your participation in my anthology, Voices Poetic of the World in 2020. Your poems are fantastic. Thank you so much for this participation. I am very happy for this moment, for this interview. You are a great poet. I'm very happy for this opportunity and work together for this moment. More important in this.
Yes, you did a great job about it. You in the anthology. How many poets there from around the world?
43 poets. 43 was a great work. I am happy for this. With this is work was to the my profession with the like cultural director of the Forum International Creativity and Humanity. I thank you so much to the director, Dr. Assis Montasir, for this opportunity to me. And okay, this is a great great work, and this is many important because in this moment all the art, poetry, it's a remedy for this pandemic. Okay, for your question, the first question, in the situation in Mexico for the coronavirus in this moment, it's no easy like other countries in the world, because here the lockdown is partial. The situation logically it's difficult for the economy, the situation social institutions. It's no easy. Okay, this pandemic it's moment dark in the world, but I have hope, like all persons have. We have faith, but in the next year maybe will be better for all the world. I hope this, because in this moment it's no easy.
And I know that you had the corona. I know.
Yes, in Mexico today, there are many cases of the deaths and the ill. The measures of the government, it's It's partial. Some institutions it's closed, others are open. The restaurants it's with hours predetermined. It's confinement. It's partial. I don't know how is how will this and the other next year, but I think the things will be better for Mexico.
Yes, maybe the vaccine, maybe something will happen, maybe it will be better. Yes, we are praying for the better world.
The economy is falling in this moment.
Yes.
It's situation.
I want to say something about you, who you are in Hebrew. I will read something about you, and I say that Marlene Pasini היא עיתונאית, סופרת ועורכת, פסיכותרפיסטית, מאמנת אישית במיינדפלוס, פולנס, במדיטציה, תואר שני בספרות, תואר בהיסטוריה, בתולדות מצרים, בהירוגליפיס, מומחית לרפואה אלטרנטיבית, שגרירת התרבות במקסיקו סיטי מטעם איגוד המשוררים, הסופרים והאמנים של אמריקה הלטינית, היא מומחית בחוכמת אבות, השוואת דתות ומיסטיקה, פרסמה 7 ספרי שירה, 2 מאמרים, 2 רומנים ו2 ספרי התפתחות אישית, היא זכתה ב2 פרסים על שיריה, אחד במדינת מקסיקו ואחד נוסף בבואנוס איירס ארגנטינה, בשנת 2018, היא השיגה את תעודת הכוכבת היהלומים בקריירה שלה, בכתבות למעגל העיתונאים הבינלאומי, היא זכתה בפרס על שם איברו האמריקני לספרות על ידי קרן המנהיגות באפריל 2019, ולבסוף היא השיגה הכרה ככותבת מקסיקנית על ידי האקדמיה לספרות ושירה, כמו גם על ידי בתי אגודת המשוררים ביולי 2019, היא כתבת דרום אמריקאית עם נפש ספיריטואלית, אישה רוחנית שנדדה וחיפשה את עצמה בדתות שונות ומקומות שונים, היא גם שהתה בארץ, היא הייתה בארץ ישראל כשהייתה בת 20, I tell that you was here when you was there, so because of this you know a little bit Hebrew, נכון? Okay, so now we go on with the question. So I was asking about how the school is open, all the college. What about it?
Yes. Today, all educational institutions are working through close classes and virtual platforms, and we don't know how until when this will return to face-to-face. As a psychotherapist, I can say that unfortunately this is going to have terrible repercussion in the emotional aspect in the medium and long term in the students at all educational levels, where isolation is causing anxiety and stress. But what there is, what we can do, this is the same in the many countries in the world in this moment.
Yes, yes. I think that the students, the children are suffering this day very, very much.
Yes, yes. In Israel, it's the same.
We are trying to. Yes, now we are trying to open the school. I know that the school are going to be open, but also there's a feeling that we are going to be in the 3rd lockdown. It's very, very difficult because they want to open the malls now because the malls are not open. And tonight they will do they will choose a few malls to open them to see what is happening. So it's very, very complicated also here.
Yes.
Nobody knows what to do, and so it's like we have a test all the time, what to open, what to do, and how to go on with the situation. But people want to go to the shops, and it's very, very difficult also in here, also the same as everywhere.
Yes. It's a new life in this moment. It's important to to have resilience, no, in this moment, to adapt this moment, no, it's a great change for the world.
Yeah, yeah. I think I will say something about the group that we are, you and me, and you are the first in the group. I saw you are in the group of this creativity and humanity. I saw you first, and then I joined because I saw you got so many certificates. Hey, it's okay. And then I was coming, all the certificates is coming. So now we go on. We read a few poems of you. Now we start with your poem that you start in reading it in Spanish, and I after in Hebrew. Okay, the first one is the beginning in English.
No, I have two poems. This is poems. It's are new poems. It's no beginning and what
okay.
you have.
You want to read something else?
If you want, read this this poem in Hebrew or in English. I read my two poems unpublished in Spanish. Okay.
Okay.
You or me?
I will start or you start? We'll start.
Okay. I am first. Okay. This is poems. It's a new for my new book. It's unpublished. This is poems are for when I visited some countries, for example, Israel. Two poems say Muro de los Lamentos, Kotel Ma'ari, oraciones callan en tus grietas, llanto, luz, plegaria, canto peregrino. El corazón abre sus caminos en milenaria orfandad, hacia alturas sempiternas, ofrenda que el tiempo anida, esperanzas al amanecer. The second, Mar de Galilea, Kinneret, en tu espejo azul de agua, lentas y profundas se deslizan las barcas, como caricias bajo la sombra de la noche, tañido de lira que todavía estremece el alma, bruma hecha de luz eterna, bienaventuranza, gloria, aguas calmas anidan el susurro de un milagro, reflejos multiplicados que reverberan hacia las montañas despobladas. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I will say something in Hebrew. מרלין קראה שירים בעברית חדשים מהספר החדש שלה, ואחד השירים אני הבנתי שזה על הכנרת, על הגליל, right? Yes. I will read from your poems that I translated. אני תרגמתי כמה שירים של הלהר של ניקולה אורבך לכל ההמון, ואני אקרא את השיר ההתחלה. השחר מתמשך בשקיפות חמה ומשעית. הלחות מסוננת בעד נקבוביות האדמה, פרחים, עלים וקרומים, ליקר אתרי מהלך הימים. ברוח הגבוהה אבק נישא, זיכרונות דחוסים ואבקנים, צמחייה וחזזיות משבשים שתיקתם הקטיפתית, שגרה חרישית בתוך חלל נצחי. מהעייפות אותות שנהב פרוותי, עיניי גולות אינסופיות, והמחשבות התנפצו בתעתוע. ריח חריף של מוסק מחלחל לאוויר, וממס את ארומת שרף העצים. והכתום של הערב, שם מפוזרים שירי הציפורים, וחוויות מצטמצמות במקום שהחלומות האחרים מתחדדים, וחסרונן בתלונה שם נחזור להתחלה. באינדיגו, העז שלו, הלילה מחביא רצונות כימיים מתחלפים. בצעד איטי ומעבר למה שתמיד זהה, אנו מתמוססים לרצפים בלתי מוחשיים, שם ברקע מנצנץ, נחזור להתחלה. השירים של מרלין פסימי יש בהם איזו מיסטיקה כזאת, שבעיניי היא די מתאימה באמת לסגנון הזה של דרום אמריקה, הדמיונות שלה, וגם ההפעלת כל החושים של הריחות, של המראות, אנחנו אומרים שכל החושים כאן מופעלים בשיר הזה שנקרא התחלה. גם שיר שמתחבר מאוד לאקו פואטיקה. I think that you are writing like very, very close to the nature.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
That's what I feel. Also, the poem that you read was about nature. And you know, people are reading and people are joining us. Judith Malik Shuran, she said that you are writing very well. And Nira Arduf, she said that the west wall is like the Kinneret.
Yes, I was in Israel maybe before 20 years, many years. I was for approximately 3 months. This opportunity, I can't to visit from north and south Israel, many cities. For me was a very special moment because all the time I am person search to spirituality. Israel for me was a moment special because it was a mark in my life. Visit, for example, Jerusalem, Haifa, Tel Aviv, Eilat, Netanya, Tel Aviv, Beersheba too.
How long you stayed in Israel? How long you was here?
Maybe in don't remember exactly, but maybe before 20 years approximately. Okay, was many times, but I hope to visit again. I don't know when, but for me it was a special moment. Israel is a beautiful country. The nature is very beauty. It's a place very special because the spirituality great in all places.
Thank you.
Principally in Israel, in Jerusalem, it's something special. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Marlene. I will read more things that the people who are writing here. They say people are enjoying the show. I can see the comments. And Wisla from Poland is watching us, and he said in Polish, he said also good evening. And Esther is from Washington. She's saying that your biography is very, very interesting and very the Spanish, so people are enjoying it. Also, Judith, I think that Judith also understands the Spanish, so it's nice that you read the poem in Spanish, and I try to understand. So, say something about your life, any nice memory or anything like that sometimes you are thinking about in the childhood maybe, and something that make you happy in the evenings you do.
Yes.
Some memory.
Okay. I have two children, teenagers in this moment. I like many things. In this pandemic lockdown, I recovered my passions. For example, the paint, the painting, the paint.
I saw that paint. Yes, yes.
Yes. For me, it's an opportunity to research other facets, other hobbies in my life. No, okay. The more important for me, for example, was the trips. In this moment, this is a tragedy because it's not possible to travel to the other countries.
Trips, you like trips?
But my memories, it's precious in these travels, these trips. I love, for example, to Egypt. Okay, the culture, the history. It's I love this history for ancient civilizations. And I want to trip other again, maybe in the next year in March. If it's possible, I will to go to Egypt other again, because I am too leader from the groups, and I hope to have other group to the next year. These trips I have lived many memories in my life. I had many opportunities to travel to the many countries in the world because I love other cultures. My person is free, like poet, like artist.
Yes,
for me,
yes.
it's very important. This is interconnection with the people, with the other cultures, with the other places. What is amazing, for example, of the history. No, in this moment, I am in my house. The lockdown is partial, but I don't work office, for example. And for this situation, I'm tranquility in my house with my family, with my kids, with my husband. All in this moment is tranquility. This
Okay, I will
pandemic.
okay, I will translate Hebrew to the people that listen to us.
Okay.
מרלין מספרת שהיא אוהבת לטייל בעולם, ועכשיו היא לא יכולה לטייל בעולם, ומתגעגעת לזה, לפגוש תרבויות אחרות וארצות אחרות, ולהתוודע לדברים חדשים. היא עכשיו בבית, סגורה כמו כולנו, ולא עובדת, וביחס בעצם יותר עם המשפחה שלה. I will say that people want to hear you reading more in Spanish. Judith Malik Shiran asked you to read more poems in Spanish, so you can choose more poems, and because that's a thing that people came to see you speaking in Spanish. So I think that it's you are welcome to read more poems.
Okay. You, other read?
Yes, other poems, yes, okay. Because people want to hear you the Spanish.
Okay, yes, of course.
Okay.
Okay, I read poems with this book.
Okay.
Recintos bajo el sol, this is the name, and the poem, okay. El reino del oscuro. Desciendo hasta el arca gélida del sueño. Bajo territorios desiertos, mi cuerpo es oscuridad de sal, desencuentro de horizontes. En eco de sombras, el rastro de estelas se bifurca, hiende de raíz la piedra. En noche abierta, traspaso umbrales, fuegos fatuos. Other poem, Oscurísima raíz. Reincidente, la dilatada luz atraviesa el cristal nocturno. Olor de lirio, ofrendas silenciosas del deseo. En su oscura raíz voy imantada. Soy vulnerable cerco, laberinto del desvarío. Claustro de hogueras, la llama imprecisa deslinda el vasto cauce de los sentidos. Íntima cueva entreteje cosmos impenetrables en el umbrío silencio de la noche colapsada.
Thank you very much. I think that it's nice that you read it and I just from the words, you know, I understand it's a poem, it's something you can hear, it is different, it's nice. Yes. So I read another poem of you in Hebrew, and what is Judith is saying, said, הצל שלך הוא מגן האהבה. She's translating what you're saying. Maybe if Judith can translate more, that will be helping us. I'm reading another poem that you sent me also before. It was כישוף. הדבר עבדה במבט, כתובות בלתי נראות מתמוטטות לתחתית החלום, תגים מתקופה אחרת. כנפיים רוקדות וחולפות משם בין הענפים, כל תנועה מתאדה ברגע הבעירה המוזמנת. מרחוק שומעים צעדינו, כמצור על הבריכה ודממת ציפורי ירקונים, שחרור צללים לא נפגם. טיול אחרון, שקט מבעיר את החושך, קוורט של אור, חוצה עננים מפוארים, מהדהד במים שקטים, השמיים עמוקים, רק שירת העורבים מפריעה. תחלום, האור המתמוסס, כישוף. That is the poem that I translated, and you are reading another poems. So we go in. Tell me about your books, the books that you are writing, what kind of book, what kind of genre you are, only poets, only poems, or you write something else?
In this moment I have published 15 books. These books, I write many things, poetry, novels, essay, and development personal. My books, it's focusing in the spiritual development, from poetry until developing personal. These books is published in a paper, and I have four books in Amazon in the form in ebook. Okay. Mm-hmm. In this moment, I work to in other projects of poetry. This is poetry. It's of poems to my trips. Okay, reference to my trips, to my travels. For example, of countries like just Israel, Morocco, Egypt, and Portugal too, Tunis too. Okay, maybe in January, the 2021, it's ready. This book. I work with the plastic artist, plastic to Morocco. I write my poems, and he is working with the paintings to my book. This is a beautiful project. Okay. Maybe in January, February, it's ready for all friends.
Okay, so I will read something also. Judith Malik Shiran, she's still on the interview, and she's saying that you're writing about a landscape, people, and your your metaphor is with the witchcraft. Yeah, you agree? That's what she's saying in Hebrew to me, and the passion for life also. The passion for life is in the, and also Wislav Sokovsky is enjoying the show. He's sending you his regards. He's very enjoying. And also Maria from Italy is also near the view. She's saying that she love it, and she's enjoying the show. So I can see the comments because it's coming here in the broadcast. So I'm happy that people are enjoying that, because it's not easy to interview and to have. I don't understand Spanish. I'm sorry. So people are helping me by the comments. So it's good.
Thanks so much. It's fantastic.
But I'm enjoying. You're enjoying, Marlene?
In Hebrew, Spanish, English, it's
everything is okay. Yes.
No, thank you so much, all the friends from Israel, from Italy, from Mexico, from the whole countries of the world. This is moment pandemic. It's too good because the media social, it's fantastic to join together. No, it's
also Caroline, I think Caroline is from Paris. She's saying, "Tie merveilleuse, you are formidable." She love you. She love you. Okay. Now we go on.
Thank you so much.
Everybody loves the interview. I think that I'm enjoying. You know, now in Israel is the time of the news. Everybody sit at the news and watch the news. And I think that this time we should not look at the news. We have to find another show to enjoy our life, because the news is the same all the time. So I'm trying to do this show, this broadcast to take us from the news. So I think that my question is returning, but like what the experience of the lockdown? We talked about it, so I'm going to do another thing also about the hobby. You talked about it, and what is your favorite poem, your favorite art that you did? What is something that is very favorite, and maybe a poet that you know from who influence you? Who influenced you to write?
Have a poet Argentine. It's the name is Olga Orozco. She's dead in this moment, but her poetry it's a great influence to my work in literary, because her poetry, it's many deeply. Other poet, for example, it's Mexican. She's name is her name is Elsa Cruz. Elsa Cruz is a great poet in Mexican. I love his work too. Have a lot poetry or writers in the literary. I read many words. For example, another it's Octavio Paz. It's a great novel poet, Mexican too. I like the poetry with the profound, deeply in the spiritual.
Spiritual. I know that you like spiritual poetry. Yes.
This is principally objective in my work. Mm-hmm. I think my mission and purpose it's to grow like person, to grow to my soul, and to live in influence of my poetry of my work in general to the persons. This moment it's important to open the consciousness. Think in change to the mind, change to the mind, change to this change to the world in this moment. My work, because this is oriented to this objective, of this purpose in the world. I read other things, for example, the topics with the spiritual poetry, mystic, for example, poetry of the Sufis, because this poetry is beauty and is have a message important to the soul. No? For example, poets like Rumi, Tabrizi, Rabia Basora. In Israel, have great poets. The Italy too, Ida Vitali, have many.
Yes.
Have many lots poets important in the world.
Very good, thank you.
Don't time for the read all this work. No?
Yeah. Okay.
But
what age did you start writing? You've been a writer of poets. When did you start to write poetry?
Yes.
When?
Don't have a time precisely, but many. When I have inspiration, when I want to write something for me, it's especially I write in this moment.
Okay.
Many times it's important to write.
Okay, I just maybe you read more Spanish, because I think that people like you when you read poetry. I think that you choose another poem.
Okay.
You read that. I think that is the best.
Okay. Other poem. This is poem Derrumbe del solsticio. Incesante la lluvia irrumpe en parajes de oscuro silencio. Desde el horizonte la luz se quiebra desnuda, en la fragilidad del sueño, en lo inacible gotea. Sílabas escurren al vacío, un derrumbe grávido entre artificio de sombras, en la raíz, la fe como una astilla en el corazón, en la adolorida soledad, incomprensible, inmensurable, fluye el temido desamparo. Ávido bajo el cuerpo simbra su desgarradura, su peso extenuante, lento sacrificio, tiembla la voz, truenos a lo lejos, cumbre desierta, en las manos trémulo deseo desborda límites, en la penumbra se desgajan ecos, invocaciones, anochece sobre la niebla, larga lluvia murmurando su constante vaticinio, tierra inundada, la conciencia se derrama tenue en el viento, memorias de luna revolotean en olvidados paraísos, sucumbe un firmamento silente y el miedo pálido intercede. ¿Qué luz nos alumbrará ante el paso de la sombra? This is a poem strong, when the life is dark, when the life is difficult, what happened? What is necessary for these moments? This is the question principal in this poem. No, what need in these moments dark? this is a poem exactly for these times.
Okay. I like to hear it when you are reading in Spanish. It's very nice to hear it when you read the poems. It's a nice melody also to read it, to hear it. So I know that the people that understand it, so they are more enjoying. So it's really an enjoyment to hear you read in your poetry. So I will read another poem of you. It's Abandon. It's Netisha. I will read it. Just a moment. So in the נטישה. הלילה חולף בחרדה עמוקה, נחש חודר ומשסע את החלומות. אנחנו מעמידים פנים שאנו גוררים כדורי קריסטל בלתי חדירים. האדמה אינה מנחמת את חשכת בית היתומים הקשוחה. מלמעלה מגדלים ברוח מתמוטטים ולמטה ואקום. I think this one that I read, it's really connected to your poem that you write about the bad feeling, the bad time. So it's connecting to the poem that I write. She's saying, Judith is saying that the motive of loneliness is very, very high in your poetry. You understand what I'm saying? Loneliness is very, very, you can see it in your poetry. That's what she's saying, that she is like the soul is very lonely. The soul is sad. The soul is very sad and lonely. And that's what Judith is saying.
Yes, what because the feelings, it's a connection with the soul. In sometimes the soul say to the world exterior, to the world. This is experience to the poet or experience mind. It's a reflection to the life, to these circumstances in the suffering in the world. Maybe for this in these poems there are something to sad, to the reflection, to the sense of nostalgia.
Maybe of the modern person. In this modern time, we are almost lonely all the time.
Yes.
Because and also we are acting like lonely, because we are focusing about ourselves, about the cell phone, about the. Now I'm sitting with the computer. Maybe I'm connecting to you, but each one is in his place, and the world is more separated now. We are also wearing masks now. We are more in deep in the loneliness now.
Yes, in the exterior, we have a mask, but in the times with alone, it's a connection with the more deeply with the soul, and the reflection. It's possible to present other marks, other face to self, no, to myself, no. The poets, it's the poets are persons probably deeply, no. No all poets, but great for lot of poets.
Yes, sometimes when you are a poet, you are chosen to be lonely. When you are a poet, you choose to be lonely. In any also to write, you are writing with yourself. You are writing with your soul. You are coming inside you. So it's normal. It's normal to be. I think to be as like that a poet. That's what I think. Yeah. It's by choose, sometimes by choose that you are choosing to be like that. So also I will read what Janita is saying, that the language, the Spanish language is wonderful, and she liked to hear it. And also, I don't know if she understands, like you did more understanding. But I am happy that people are watching us and they follow us and they are in the interview. Also, she said that Janita is saying that you are very beautiful and they are enjoying to see the show. So it's nice. It's nice. So now about we talk about the future. What have you any plan for the future, or what something else to do?
Okay. Well, in my dreams to the future are focused on my mission and purpose of life, which is to continue growing and evolving spiritually, and to be able to leave a mark on others so that they also move forward in their lives with courage and faith, to work so that this humanity has an awakening of consciousness, be a source of inspiration for others, continue working in favor of humanity and culture, leave in my children's a legacy of love and values, and keep traveling when this pandemic finished ends, to fulfill the promise that I have with various people in the world. This is the principal purpose. Obviously, writing other books, to make or teaching with my workshops, my courses. For example, I am in Egyptology too. I have I have many plans to teach my courses, my workshops with the other persons. This is the objects principles in my life, my purpose principle in my life. I have other dream. Maybe it's very long. I don't know if this dream is possible, but I want to live in one moment in Granada, Spain, because for me this is a city. It's no only beauty. I have a connection special. Granada in Spain. Granada, because in Spain, yes.
Yes, I was in Granada.
Yes, I don't know why exactly, but for me, I don't know Granada in this moment, physical, okay? But I don't know why I was a connection special. Maybe with because the moment in the past, the history in the past was culturally special when they lived Jews with the Arabs, with the Christians. I think it was a point important for all the culture in the Hispanic. I don't know if it is possible to live there at something moment in my life, but I want this. Other countries I like too much is Portugal, for example. It's a country very beauty, and I hope to visit other again in something moment in my life. Obviously, Israel too, for example, Egypt.
So, I welcome you. I welcome you. You know what? You know, Marlene, I'm preparing. I want to do after the Corona a big festival with all my friends around the world. To make it in Netanya, my town. I promise in Netanya. If you come to Netanya to be my guest here, I will do something for you. And also I talked to my friend, I have, you know, we are making here in Israel now, me and Tzipi Shachrur, we are making the Israeli Poet Channel. So we are also planning to do something with television. So it will be something very, very big after the Corona. We will celebrate the Corona with poetry. So I want to say a few comments because the people are writing and I think they want us to read it. So again, Wisław Sokowski from Poland is writing something in Polish. I cannot read it now. I need a translator, so I cannot translate. But Judith was saying something in Hebrew I can read, and she said about that the poet is writing about the sorrow, about the loneliness, and she said that you are experience it with the nature, and you are as you are outside, you're inside also, and you are taking to your inside the emotions, the feelings of the sadness, of the sorrow, of the sad thing that you are. And Janita said that she understands Spanish. When you read this poem in Spanish, she understands it. So, Janita, because she knows that I'm from Netanya. Have you been to Netanya when you've been in Israel?
Other again?
I live in Netanya. Netanya is a town. Did you visit Netanya? Yes,
Netanya, yes, I visited Netanya too. It's a very beautiful city. Very beautiful
city. Yes, now it's more beautiful because there's the headmaster, the head of Netanya is really she making it very beautiful. So also we have in this time of the. We have a lot emphasize on the culture in Netanya now. We have painters and poets and yes, it's very, very good, you know. It's
other city, it's wonderful for me. What's the name is Jaffa, near to Tel Aviv. Yes.
There's all cities there, all places. Yes, all places. Yes,
city,
very nice.
Wow, it's wonderful.
Yes, all cities there. Yes.
Ancient with the modern, it's together.
Yes.
Many culture, many artists. No, it's a beauty. All city. No, Jaffa.
Yeah.
I remember the שעון
ביפו, נכון. Okay, now you read another poem, Marlene.
Okay. This is poem, the name is Exilio. Remo contra las arterias del tiempo. Con el sello del enigma voy por densas corrientes de niebla en el vértigo insomne de cada día. Cada latido es el golpe exacto que cincela límites de incertidumbre. Cada ojo en el abismo, el punto preciso donde se teje el signo del presagio. ¿Por qué mi voz se pierde en el grito huracanado de la noche cuando ayeres de sombra se mueren al paso de estaciones marchitas que nos diluyen en su germen de misterio?
Okay, thank you very much. Now we are just 1 hour has passed already, and we have 5 minutes more. Okay. So we did it. So you remember that I said that you will prepare a song that you will sing?
Okay. Have other minutes or finish?
Okay. You have a song to sing?
Yeah, I have time. Don't problem for me.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So almost we had all the questions. We sent all the questions. I think that you didn't understand what I said before, but I will read another poem of you. Just a moment. I will read another poem in Hebrew because also many people are understanding Hebrew in the show. So I read. The poem is Through the Glass. דרך זכוכית. ציפורים בלתי נשכחות בתוך מערות שותקות ונתיבים המתחקים בזמן. בחוץ עדיין גשם. בנפשם האפלה של הג'ונגלים, באגן הרוחות הנשכח, קרוע אי בדידות. על רגליו היחפות של הקבצן, בחצר הבית ההוא, ערימת חפצים הרוסים. הלחות העדינה חודרת את הנקבביות, בקושי אנשום מדברים, חוויות ומילים שצוירו אי פעם על אבנים וביומנים מושתקים, שטף מחשבות מעיק על דעתי, צללים קרים מחליקים בדממת השחר. זה ממש מה שיולית כתבה על הבדידות וגם על ההכלה שלך. You are like all the soul are coming to you through the writing. So you are getting the impression and you write it, what you see and what you are in the feeling. So it's we get it through your writing, what is passing on you as a poet. And I think that people want to hear you more in Spanish, so you can read more poems. Okay?
Right, okay.
Okay. I'm waiting.
Okay. Desmemoria. El trono y su oráculo hienden el silencio de la noche. Ala que roza la pálida frente del que sueña. A ras del tiempo el vértigo de las horas. Largo sendero desteñido, luz difusa en los recuerdos, en los resquicios como un espectro. Other poem, Incursión. ¿Qué porción de la noche es esta? Y la dura que enhebra la desnudez de las cosas entre el crepitar alucinado de la antigua sombra, carroña estelar sobre los ámbitos del polvo. Thank you.
Thank you.
These poems are complicated because in something moment in my life, I write with too much metaphor. My language it's no easy, but in this moment my new form to write is different because in this moment I think it's more important say samples easy to all, okay. Now my poetry is more easy to understand, different to the time past. With my poems was a lot difficult to understand. In this moment, I think it's more easy for me. This is poet or book. It's this is poems or books. It's in the time past, maybe 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now we are having the 1 hour that I was making the interview, and I want to thank you for this and for your giving me your time and sharing me your poetry, your things, and your future and dreams. And I really thank you because I know that it was not easy for you to do it. I felt it during the interview, and I really, really thank you for that. It's not really, it's something special because we connect and we have the connection with all what was happening between us now in this broadcast. So I really, really thank you about it. And you read the poems and you have a very, very nice language as you read it, and people were really enjoying the show. I saw it from the comments. You can see it after, and you can see the comments that people were really, really enjoying. I really thank you, Marlene. I think that you are doing a very great job with the group that we are there, and I see what's happening there. And you are a very fantastic woman. I'm happy that I knew you. I think that you are volunteering a lot, but from what I saw, and I appreciate it very much. And I hope that I gave you a little thing in this interview from Israel, that you have a little place in your heart for Israel. And I thank you very much, really thank you about it, about this time that we share here together.
Thank you,
Really
thank you to you, Shoshana, for this opportunity. You too, you are a wonderful woman. I admire your work and your presence in the world. Thank you, all the friends with the are present in this moment. Toda Java, okay. I hope to have other moments with you in your beautiful programs of interview with the persons very interesting. Thank you so much.
People, people watch us from around the world. Somebody from Washington, somebody from Bulgaria, from Israel. We have many viewers from Poland. We have many viewers from around the world that watch Italy also. So people enjoy the show. I'm thanking all the viewers that saw us and be with us. Thank you for also Maria. Thank you, Janita. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Rafaela and Judith, of course, and Nira, and people that saw and didn't comment, and Vislav also shared that he was saw us. And
thank you so much for myself. So, and sorry, please, for my pronunciation, because my English is not very good, but I hope my speech is
through it, yes. Okay. It was okay. It was okay. It was okay.
Thank you so much from my soul, of the world, my friends. Thank you so much, Laura.
Thank you very much. Okay. Good evening. Good night. Good night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Marlene.
Bye bye.